Well, certainly we've seen calmer heads prevailing. If you look at the oil market, you've certainly seen that contango coming out a little bit with the June contract catching up with July a little bit. You saw a nice reversal playing through in that June contract, about 18-19% off the lows, and that lifted S&P and Nasdaq futures off the lows as well. So there's been a 2% reversal off the lows in S&P futures, and the cash session finishing modestly higher with energy leading and showing good leadership there as well. I think the fact that we saw dollar CNH coming off their highs and a little bit of selling playing through there as soon as the yuan started strengthening, I think that gave us a bit of backbone to the rally as well. The FXI, the China ETF, having a nice day up about 90 odd basis points. But certainly we've got our eyes on the RBA meeting this afternoon. Vols are quite low. If you look at our overnight vols in Aussie dollar, they're about 20%, which is not overly elevated. It gives you about a 65 point move up or down in Aussie dollar. But let's have a look at the boards and set us up for the Asian Open here. In terms of risk effects, I won't go into too much depth because I've covered that quite extensively in the morning notes, so do reach out if you want a copy of that. Obviously the Aussie dollar very much in focus. Better bid in there because we've seen a slight reversal in dollar CNH and the FXI. Obviously one to watch. And the euro under a bit of pressure there, I think ahead of the German constitutional vote, something that, again, I cover off in the note there. Have a look at the S&P closing up 0.4%. Volume is pretty light on the cash session, 1.4 million contracts in the futures, not particularly too punchy there. You've seen Russell underperforming a little bit there. Nice bid coming through in Nasdaq once again. Look at the open of the Australian market, obviously powering ahead yesterday despite a weak tape we saw in the Kospi and also the Hang Seng. If you have a look at the leads we've got here, this is S&P futures when we sort of closed yesterday in Japan, or certainly in Australia, up about 1.3%. So that's obviously underpinning risk. A little bit of selling playing through in the fixed income market. No real move in break-evens despite obviously what we've been seeing coming through in the crude complex. Something to consider yourself there. So all eyes on the RBA this afternoon. Not expecting fireworks, but definitely an event risk for people to focus on.